Welcome back to the Fight Like series. This is season 4 where we're talking about some of the greatest fighters of all time. As always, we're covering 3 of their signature moves, so let's get it started with our next fighter. In this episode, we're talking about Muhammad Ali, one of the most well-known fighters in boxing history. Let's get it started with his first signature move. First technique, the Ali Shuffle. Alright, he coined this because he used it a lot in his fights. He'd shuffle his feet back and forth, which did a number of different things. It helped evasive movement, forward, backward, side to side, but it also confused his opponent because they'd look down and pay attention or flinch for a second, and then he'd be on top of them with a flurry of punches. Up next is the dancing jab, as I like to call it. So he'd be moving around the ring, nice and agile, popping his jab, and then he'd plant his feet and throw a powerful right cross right down the center. So moving around the ring, he'd stick that jab in his opponent's face. Once he found an opening in that right angle, boom, he'd come right down the center with that cross. And last, you probably guessed it, is the rope-a-dope. Okay, he used this most famously against George Foreman. George Foreman was a powerful, heavy hitter, a little flat-footed, and he used a lot of his energy trying to take out Muhammad Ali when he had him up against the ropes. Now, if you ever watch this fight, you'll notice a lot of different things going on. Muhammad Ali is trapping George Foreman's hands, which means putting your hands on your opponent's gloves, stopping them from throwing punches. Another thing he does is frame and put his arm on top of Foreman's head or the back of his neck, which takes a lot of energy out of your opponent. And another thing that he does is lean back, okay? Very similar to the pull counter that we know Floyd Mayweather likes to use. So when Foreman goes to throw a big punch, he'd lean back and he'd come right back, take initiative, and land his counter punch. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember, if you want to learn to fight like Muhammad Ali, you gotta train hard like Muhammad Ali. Alright, so be sure to check out myfightgym.com for footwork drills, counter drills, and more punch combinations so that you can learn to fight like Muhammad Ali. And make sure you comment below. Let me know what fighter you want to see covered next in the Fight Like series, and subscribe so you can see the video as soon as it comes out. Until next time, I'm Shane with Fight Tips, self-defense for the underdogs.